Hey, welcome to lesson 8.2. We're talking about equal shares today. Remember, we talk about equal shares as in equal pieces for a fraction. If all pieces are not equal, you don't have a true fraction. Common Core Standard is still developing that understanding of fractions as numbers. Your lesson objective is to divide models to make equal shares today. Your essential question is, why do you need to know how to make equal shares? If we look at our problem of the day, get our brains warmed up, review some of the stuff we've already learned this year. Ivan spends $208 on 7 flashlights and a tent for a family camping trip. Each flashlight costs the same amount, and the tent costs $145. How much does each flashlight cost? So we know that he spent $208. And we know that the tent costs $145. So we're going to start there because we're trying to figure out how much the flashlight cost, and we don't have that number, but we do have the total amount we have, how much the tent costs. So we're going to start there. 8 minus 5 is 3. 0 minus 4 we can't do, so we need to go next door and borrow. That 2 turns into a 1. We add 10 to 0, we get 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 1 minus 1 is 0, and don't forget our dollar sign. So we know that he spent $63 on flashlights, and he bought 7 of them. So 63 divided by 7 equals how much he spent per flashlight. So 63 divided by something, 63 divided by 7 equals something. So what times 7 equals 63? You can either draw out your 7 circles and count out 63, which seems like a lot of work, or you can use related math facts of what times 7 equals 63. And I know that 9 times 7 equals 63, so each flashlight costs $9. 9 times 7 equals 63. Okay. Now that your brain is officially warmed up, we are going to look at some equal fractions. So, unlocking the problem on page 311. 4 friends share 2 small pieces equally, so we know we're going to be doing fractions. What are 2 ways the pizza could be divided equally? So we want 2 ways to divide them equally. How much pizza will each friend get? How might the 2 ways be different? Okay, so we're going to draw to model the problem. You're going to draw circles to show the pizzas. So that's what they did here. So there are 4 friends. So you're going to cut the pizzas into 4 slices. So how many equal parts are there now with those 2 pizzas cut? They ordered 2 pizzas, so here's 1 pizza and 2 pizzas, and they cut them equally. So you have 8 equal parts. Each friend can have 2 equal parts, so they'll get 2/8 of a pizza. Okay? Another way is to look at, there are 4 friends, so you're going to cut your pizzas into 4 slices so that you have 4 pieces total. So there are 4 equal parts. So each friend can have 1 equal part, and each friend gets 1/2 of the pizza. If they get 2/8 of the pizza, they're going to get 2 pieces out of the 8. Would that be the same as this? As the equal? So how might the 2 ways be different? They're both going to get 2/8 for this one over here. They can get 2 of the 8 pieces. And here they're going to get 1 piece. So just the number of slices is going to be different. since 2/8 is equal to 1/4, which is what they're going to get here, they're getting the exact same. Okay? Drawing these out is going to be really helpful for you guys to understand and see these pieces working. Okay? We have done pizza, now it's time for some oranges. Try this. 4 girls share 3 oranges equally. Draw a quick picture to find out how much each girl gets. So we need 3 oranges, and there are 4 girls. So if we split each orange into 4 pieces, okay, now we need to see how many pieces there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. What times 4 gives you 12? Because we have 4 girls divided by something is going to give, or I mean not divided by, times something. So you're going to shade. We know that 4 times 3 equals 12, so they're going to get 3 pieces. So each girl is going to get 3/4 of an orange. Okay. So I drew 3 circles. My 1, 2, 3 circles to represent my oranges. I divided each orange equally into 4 pieces because there were 4 girls. Then I looked and I thought there's 12 pieces because I counted them. 4 girls are going to get something to equal the 12 pieces. The missing number is how many pieces they were going to get. They were going to get 3 pieces, which was my numerator, out of the 4 total pieces, which was my denominator. Okay? Let's try another one. Melissa and Kyle are planning to share 1 pan of lasagna with 6 friends. We are talking about a whole lot of food with fractions. Okay? They do not agree on the way to cut the pan into equal parts. Will each friend get an equal share using Melissa's way and then using Kyle's way? Okay, so the first pan is Melissa's way, and it's kind of hard to see on my drawing, but she has them all divided. These are straighter than what I'm drawing. Okay, and this is Kyle's way. Okay. Let me just throw that one away. Let me do that first. Tracing over these lines. Okay. So they are actually straighter lines here. So let's count and see how many is in Melissa's way, because they're all equal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. Okay. In Kyle's way, we have 1, 2. They're also equal sized. Well, Melissa's shares and Kyle's share have the same shape. So this is more of a rectangle, long rod shape, and this is more of a traditional. So they don't have the same shape. But if you look at them, they're each cut into 8 equal pieces. So will their shares using either way be the same size? Will each person get an equal piece of that 8th? Yes. So each friend will get an equal share using either one, because this piece is the same in the drawing as like this piece. These two are the same size. So they're getting an equal piece. No one's getting a bigger piece than the other piece. It's just drawn out in a different way when she cut it. Okay? So explain why both ways let the friends have the same amount. Your possible explanation would be that Melissa and Kyle both plan to divide the pan into 8 equal parts. That's the key piece. They're each going to get an 8 equal parts. So each person is going to get an equal share. It doesn't matter if they are shaped differently, if they all measure to be the same size. Okay? Go ahead and put that in your own words and finish that page. We're going to move down to share and show. I split that into 2 pages again just because that lasagna picture was hard to see in my video. So once you have your explanation done for that hot problem with the lasagna, we're going to move down and talk about cookies now. Still on page 312, number 1, 2 friends share 4 cookies equally. Use the picture to find out how much each friend gets. Okay, so you have 2 friends, 4 cookies equally. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cookies. Okay, is there something times 2 that equals 4 that's going to give you an equal amount? What times 2 equals 4 is 2. So each person's going to get 2 cookies. Okay, you could also look at this by dividing each cookie into 2 pieces for each friend. And then each person is going to get, here's friend 1, here's friend 2, here's friend 1, here's friend 2, here's friend 1, here's friend 2, here's friend 1, here's friend 2. If you put this piece and this piece together, you end up with a whole. And this piece together, you end up with a whole. So 2 wholes, you would still get your answer 2. Okay? So each cookie could have been divided into halves. 4 halves equal 2 whole cookies. So your answer is going to be 2 cookies. Okay? Now you're going to do number 2 and 3. And it says draw lines to show how each person gets, how much each person gets. Write the answer. Okay, so they want you to draw the lines like I did up here. 8 sisters share 3 brownies equally, and 6 neighbors share 4 pies equally. Try to figure out how you're going to draw lines to share those brownies equally. And then draw lines to show how those neighbors are going to share those pies equally. Your next page is on your own. We're going to skip that for right now so we can go on to our problem solving page. But on your own page, it wants you to draw lines again. Use the edge of your folder or a straight edge to do this because remember you have to have equal pieces. So you're going to draw lines to show how much each person gets, write the answers. And on the bottom, draw to show how much each person gets, shade the amount that one person gets, and write that as a fraction. So 8 friends share 4 sheets of construction paper equally. So you're going to have to draw the 4 sheets, cut it into 8s, and how are they going to share those? Okay. And this is getting a little bit trickier, so if we need to go back and work on these more together, we can. The key is going to be drawing them out and showing your work, which is why we've worked so hard on that to begin with the previous chapters. If you're not really sure how to do these, you can go back and watch the lesson, or you can go to your animated math models for 8.2 and have them show you through some more examples, and then go back and try these again. We can come back and work on these if you truly don't understand them, but I want you to really try and get those. We're going to look at unlock the problem for your story problems on page 314. Julia has 4 adults and 3 children coming over for dessert. She's going to serve 2 small blueberry pies. if she plans on giving each person, including herself, an equal share of pie, how much pie does each person get? So she has 4 adults plus herself, so she has 5 adults and 3 children coming over. So she has 8 people total coming over. Okay? So what you need to find is the total number of people and share and how much each person will get. Okay? Okay? Now, how will you use what you know about drawing equal shares to solve the problem? You're going to draw 2 circles for your pies. So here we go. There's our 2 pies. And then draw lines to divide them into equal parts so that each person can have an equal share. So we have 8 people, so we need to cut it into 8 pieces. Okay, there's my 8 equal pieces. Okay, and I actually have 8 in each one of these. And we have 8 total people. So a person can have this piece out of this pie and a piece out of this pie, because we have 8 plus 18 equaling 16 pieces. Okay? So Julia has 4 adults and 3 children coming over. But it also told us that she wanted to include herself. So that's where we did this over here. So we have a total of 8 people having pie. And so she's going to serve 2 blueberry pies. So looking back at our drawing, each person can have how many pieces? They can have 2/8 of a piece. 2/8 of a pie. Okay, 2 pieces, or 2/8 of a pie. On the bottom of that page, I did on a separate page just so we could see it again. So you're still on page 314. Abby baked 5 cherry pies. She wants to share them equally among 8 of her neighbors. How much of a pie will each neighbor get? Okay, so you're going to take your pie and you're going to divide it by 8 pieces again. And then you're going to say they can have 1 piece out of each pie. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eighths. Okay, number 11. 6 friends share 2 pieces equally. How much of each pizza does each friend get? So we need to cut it into 6. 2, 4, 6. My drawing, they don't look very equal. And then count out. Each friend is going to get 2/6. Okay. So hopefully just going over those last 3 helped explain also for you to go back and be able to do that on your own page. And remember just to draw them out. Start with your total number, then divide it by how many you're dividing it by, and then counting it up for your fraction. Okay. Your math journal, you're going to draw a diagram to show 3 pizzas shared equally among 6 friends. So I should see 3 pizzas Cut into sixths for your friends. One of the trickiest parts of this, guys, is going to be figuring out how to cut things to give you the pieces of pies that you need. Okay? And then each friend is going to get how much? Okay? Finish solving that. If you get finished with today's lesson and nothing else is assigned to you on the board, you can always go to the Grab and Go activities where you can fish for fractions or finish the Pizza Parts literature book for today, for this unit. If you need to go back and review anything, it's getting a little bit trickier. Fractions can be really fun. Talks about a lot of food, so you're probably hungry. Go back and rewatch it if you need to, and come see me if you need further help. Remember, you can go also to your e-glossary to help you understand some of the terminology. I will see you for the next lesson.